Volodymyr Zelenskyy met with British Prime Minister Keir Starmer on Saturday as European leaders grapple with the fallout from an extraordinary on-air exchange in which the Ukrainian president was loudly berated by Donald Trump. Ahead of the meeting, Starmer told Zelenskyy, "We stand with you, with Ukraine, for as long as it may take. And I hope you've heard some of that cheering in the street. That is the people of the United Kingdom coming out to demonstrate how much they support you, how much they support Ukraine and our absolute determination to stand with you. I want to thank you, the people of the United Kingdom, such big support from the very beginning of this war," Zelenskyy told Starmer. "We're really happy that we have such partners and such friends," the Ukrainian president added, saying that he'd also accepted an invitation to meet with King Charles on Sunday. Zelenskyy was seen leaving 10 Downing Street with Starmer on Saturday evening after their meeting ended. Starmer went back inside, while Zelenskyy got into a car. Neither made a statement to the media. European leaders are set to meet on Sunday at an emergency summit to discuss Russia and a peace plan for Ukraine. Britain's Starmer and President Emmanuel Macron of France have led efforts to convince Trump to continue supporting Ukraine, which was invaded by Russia 3 years ago. The spat in the Oval Office in front of the media has called into question whether that support will continue, and if the United States will proceed with a dramatic rapprochement with Russia's Vladimir Putin. Most European countries came out in support of Ukraine, breaking with Washington as differences in the transatlantic alliance built over the past 80 years burst into public view. Today it became clear that the free world needs a new leader. "It's up to us, Europeans, to take this challenge," European Union Foreign Minister Kaja Kallas said. Friday's meeting was meant to jump-start talks on a deal over Ukraine's critical minerals, but degenerated into confrontation, with Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance criticizing Zelenskyy and telling him he wasn't grateful enough. European leaders quickly lined up to support the Ukrainian leader. Zelenskyy's dignity honors the bravery of the Ukrainian people, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen posted on X. "Be strong, be brave, be fearless. You are never alone, dear President Zelenskyy. We will continue working with you for a just and lasting peace. We must never confuse aggressor and victim in this terrible war," wrote Friedrich Merz, the likely next leader of Germany. Macron said it was essential to respect the Ukrainians, fighting for their dignity, their independence, for their children and for the security of Europe. Senator Lindsey Graham, RSC, who has called on Ukraine's president to resign in the aftermath of the tense Oval Office meeting, slammed European leaders for their support of Zelenskyy. "The Europeans are piling on in support of Zelenskyy. Here's my message to the Europeans. Maybe it's time for you to defend your continent," Graham said in an interview with Breitbart Radio on Saturday. "Maybe it's time for you to stop hollowing out your military. And if you want to use tough rhetoric toward Putin, how about back it up with some muscle?" Zelenskyy has remained adamant that security guarantees be included in any agreement to end the war alongside the minerals deal drafted by the White House. "These guarantees," he said, "are the only thing that will keep Putin, who has a record of violating agreements, from continuing to fight in Ukraine and beyond." Zelenskyy has repeatedly thanked the United States for its help. In December 2022, he spoke before both chambers of Congress and his first words were, "Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. It's too much for me. All this for our great people. Thank you so much. Dear Americans, in all states, cities and communities, all those who value freedom and justice, who cherish it as strongly as we Ukrainians in our cities, in each and every family, I hope my words of respect and gratitude resonate in each American heart." According to the Department of Defense, since February 2022, Congress has appropriated about $183 billion for Ukraine's defense, though Trump has claimed that the U.S. has spent over $300 billion on aid to Ukraine.